Alrighty, now do we have sound? Some technical difficulties here. Oh, we actually have sound, finally. So, my mic's been muted this whole time. It's been that long since I've used it. Oh, as Dermy. Looking at replays on the iPad right now, just saw Dermy almost run up the rear end of cousin Jason. But welcome everyone to round 12 of the Brazilian Grand Prix of the Australian Open Wheel Championship. I'm very angry side pod. I'll be your commentator for this evening, filling in for Keegan. Blink's retired, so he's done his lap. We've got a little bit of chitch going past cousin Jason here. Cousin's struggling on those intermediates, as you would expect. Big lock up into the second last corner. So, as all the drivers set, pump set of 108.1. Just wasting a set of tyres here. All these boys should be basically retiring to get into Q2. Since how no one's going to get eliminated. But while the drivers are doing this, we'll go through the standings at the moment. Tied for first position right now is Pump Mastiff in the Mercedes, and right there with him is Mort in the Alfa Romeo on 161 points. P2 is Simo on 145 in the Ferrari. P3 is Chich on 118 in the Williams, and then there's a big gap down to Whitey, P5, or myself in P6. I'm not actually racing anymore. Might just fill in for reserve every now and then on 62. Hordo, I'm not sure if he's racing anymore either. Breno's here. He's in P8 on 44 points. Blinky is in P9 on 39. Cousin Jason P10 on 38. And the man himself, still the man Chisel, in 11th on 37. And then you got Bambi in the Haas, his favourite car, in 12th on 29. So all the drivers should be coming in and retiring, you'd think, hopefully, so we can get on to Q2, where the real qualifying will start. Go through the constructors right now. Mercedes leads the way on 199 points. Alfa Romeo in P2 on 191. So the top two drivers are carrying their teams trying to carry their teams to the championship right now. Ferrari is in third on 167 with Simo leading the way. Renault on 137, Williams on 134, McLaren on 90, Haas on 71, Red Bull on 65, Pink Mercedes on 32, and AlphaTauri on 26 in the last place. Ooh, getting a little bit close there. Dermy's going out doing some practice laps. Looks like he hasn't had much practice. David Muir's retired from the session. My doppelganger. My voice doppelganger anyway, as everyone says. So Chich, 107.8, he comes into the pits. Pump, he's into the pits as well. So all these guys should be coming in right now. Hawks is the only one. Bloody Hawks, out on the inters. Taking his bloody time. It's taking him 8 minutes to get out of the garage and onto inters. I think he realises he thinks he's spending time with the missus, taking his time. No, mate, not like that. Hurry up, chop chop. So Whitey with a new name change of Midas 1 of 1. No idea what the hell that means, but cool. My former teammate. Hopefully he goes well today. He won last week at Monaco, I think it was. Absolutely dominated. So all the drivers are retiring now. Looks like it. There's only 4 left to go. Last one, tactics. Come on, mate. Wait on you now, buddy. Welcome everyone tuning into the stream. There you go, he's retired, so this means absolutely sweet fuck all. So only 15 drivers today, unfortunately. Not a full grid. So it looks like we might have a couple of late joiners in Chiz and maybe overtake, OW overtake. Oh, it's his first proper race with no line, no assist. That bodes well. Could be absolute carnage into turn one. But he's going to be starting at the back, so that's probably good. Let's hope he does it. Oh, and Q2. Huh? Oh, what is going on here? Oh, Q2 is raining. It said lap 1 of 3. Holy crap. And all the people that wasted it for intermediates. What is going on right now? I need to get updates on this weather report. I'll message my insider Mort. So, who have we got? Who's the first one out? The first one out is Whitey, or Midas, I should say. Get that bloody name right. Change it. Oh, here's Chiz, the man himself. Still the slow. Still the slow. He's in the lobby. So he's on the softs. So everyone looks like they might be on the softs. They are, they're on the soft. So it's raining, but it's not wet enough for the inters. So that's interesting. Great view there. Oh, please lose it, Hawks. That would be hilarious, I'm not going to lie. Trying to warm the tyres up. He's out on the mediums. So as Midas comes around to start his first flying lap, first of the runners. Oh, Ninja's joined as well, he's a bit late. Oh, he's taking a good line through there. Right on board with Midas as he gets his lap done. Lack of grip, better understeer there into turn 1 and 2. Oh, big snap oversteer there as he exits the centre S's. We've got Mort right behind him. Mort's centre fastest purple sector, but he's going to run wide here. Is that an invalidation? It is. So go back to Midas. As he goes up to 7 and 8. Oh, Ninja's left the session. We've got a yellow flag already. That is David Muir. He's in a bit of strife. I don't think he's got a front wing by the look of it there. So as he comes through, has Midas come through turn 11. Off camber, very tricky, especially in the wet. As he comes down around turn 12. Oh, he loses the rear end. Big snap oversteer. Great save there from him. He's still got a purple sector. Oh, as he comes up the hill. This is not going to be a great lap, but it's going to be the first one on the board, so we'll see how he goes. Another yellow flag. That's a Williams, I think. He's done a 1:13.6, so that was tactics slow in the back there. Mort, Blinky goes a 1:12, Simo 1:12.3, so the Alfa and the Ferrari are up there right now. Oh, Simo's overshot that big time. Oh, he's lost the rear end. You're going to want to get that moving quickly so he doesn't get disqualified. He's got no cars coming, so he's pretty safe. Breno, P5 with a 1:14.4, Dermy P6 with a 1:14.8, Nodsty P3 with a 1:12.9. Hawks P5 with a 1:13.8. So the next one across the line is going to be, that's going to be David Muir, but his lap is invalidated. Oh, he's struggling out there. The next one is going to be Pump. Let's see what Pump can do here. He comes down, hugs the inside. What type of lap time can he do? A 1:12.6. Not a bad lap time there from Pump. Up into P3. Here comes Chich on his out lap. So what is going on here? Oh, Simo's in the grass. Simo's having a time of it right now after his lap time. Mort goes P7 with a 1:13.8. Damo's just started his lap. Cousin Jason goes 10th with a 1:15.2. We've got Tactics coming across the line, 10th with a 1:15.1. We've got McLaren coming down. That would be Dermy and Breno. They're both coming into the pits. So the only cars on the track right now doing a lap. Simo's invalidated. We've got a Haas behind him. David Muir, he's struggling out there. He's got lack of grip. Now he's starting the lap here. He's invalidated his last two. Oh, he's in 5th. That's not the right gear to be in there, David. Oh, mate. Struggling there a bit. Trying to keep that Haas under control. Oh, we've got a car off the track here, was it? I think that's Tactics. Just having a good old time of it. I think it's starting to get a little wet right now. I think the drivers are struggling for grip out there. So this might be the way qualifying 2 ends, unless it dries up right at the end, because I don't think they're going to be able to do anything better if this rain picks up. Mort's out of fuel as Tactics comes down the straight. Tactics dives into the pits behind him. Cousin Jason's going to continue to keep going as he sets 1:15. Oh, that was well off. He's trying to go again, but nah, this track's way too wet. Surely not. 1:12 from Blinky and Simo. The guys that got out there quick before the track got too wet is looking good. Hawks has put on the inters. I don't think anyone's going to be able to beat their time with the inters. So looks like it's going to be wet for the rest of the quali. It's going to be dry and overcast for the race. So DRS is disabled. So that's probably going to be qualifying 2 done. So Tactics looks like he's going to miss out. Cousin Jason, Damo and David Muir are all going to miss out. Chich just scrapes in there by 2/10 over Tactics. So we've got a couple of drivers. I don't know, is anyone... So we've got Simo's retired. David's still trying to set a lap. I think it's over, mate. I think qualifying is well and truly over for Q2 anyway. So these drivers, Tactics is going to come out and try and do another lap by the look of it, but all the top 10 are pretty much safe. I don't think Tactics can improve his time on inters by, I think, sorry, robot, just headset went a little robot then. I don't think Tactics going to be able to improve his time. I think the lap time on the inters around this track's going to be around about a 1:16, 1:17 if you're lucky, if you're really good, maybe 18 or 19. So, yeah, that's basically it. David and Damo could go out and battle for each other because they should be able to improve. Damo's retired. So if David Muir goes out, he might be able to steal 13th position here, but... So we've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So someone crashed in Q1. Let me have a look and see who crashed in Q1, because, like, who are we missing? Or was it glitched again, like it always bloody does? Let's have a quick look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There was no 10, so it was glitched, so there was only 14. Gotta love that, so that's probably going to glitch out the standings when the race comes. So Mort's going out on Inters. Interesting decision. Bold strategy for him. Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him. Ooh, as he is very slippery out there right now. But he's getting some practice. He wants to have a quick run. Hopefully he's got enough. Hopefully this is the same set of Inters he used in Q1 that he wasted, because he'll have 2 sets left for Q3, as I'm pretty sure it's going to be wet for that as well. So Tactics and Cousin Jason are coming out trying to improve their time, but it's highly unlikely they're going to be able to beat that 1:15 on the Inters. Excuse me. Oh, bit wide there from Tactics. I mean, Jason, that's Tactics there. So Mort comes across the line. He's going to start his lap, see what he can do. We're right on board with the Alfa Romeo driver. Gets the car slowed nice and well into turn 1. Feathers out throttle from the exit of the center S's, as it's so easy to lose the back end. Using all the track. Little brake lock up there into turn 4. Through turn 5, up the hill. It's a tricky corner here, turn 6. Downshifts to 5th. Tries to get on the power as early as possible without getting any wheel spin. Basically just let the car coast through here, short shift to 3rd. Brake nice and early for turn 11. Ooh, little rear end step out then. In all the tracks, brakes just before the 100 metre mark in these conditions. He comes up the hill. Let's see what type of lap time he can do. To be a good barometer for the other drivers to see. Yeah, they're not going to be able to beat their time. The only person that's going to be able to beat their time is going to be David Muir. So everyone else's lap really doesn't mean anything right now. We're right on board with David. See what he can do. See if he can improve his lap time. No one's going to improve on their lap time apart from the only person who can is David Muir. Cousin Jason's in on the soft. Oh, David. He's lost his end plate. Well, that's going to be qualifying done for him. He almost died. He's got Mort right behind him. He's finding grip out there on the track, searching for grip in the Haas. So that looks like Q2 done. Dave's not going to have, he's not going to have enough time to go into the pits, get back out. So your top 10 stands as Blinky P1, Simo P2, Pump P3, Nodsty P4, Midas P5, Hawks P6, Mort P7, Breno P8, Dermy newcomer P9, and Chich P10. So all the big names have made it into through to Q3, so the drivers that are going to miss out will be Tactics, Cousin Jason, Damo, and David Muir. So, yeah, Tactics retired from the session. Expect to see all the other drivers too. Looks like, oh, yep, nope, he's struggling out there in these conditions, is David. Cousin Jason's in the pits, Mort's still going. Let's see what Mort can do. Dermy's retired. Hawks are sitting in the pits. Who's coming out? Cousin Jason's coming out on softs. What is he doing? Oh, well, we're going to ride on board with Cousin Jason here because he's probably going to die. He's going to go full send. I honestly don't think he's going to have enough time to get around in this condition on those soft tyres. Hawks retired. Mort will be coming into the pits this lap. Jason has 0 to no grip out there. Like, it's just... it's non-existent. He's so wet. He's struggling. I don't even think he's going to have enough pace to get around to start his last qualifying lap. He might just bring it into the pits if he does. Oh! It's David Muir's in the pits, Mort's in the pits. So the only driver out on track right now is cousin Jason. And I don't think he's going to make it to the start-finish line. He's definitely not making it to the start-finish line. So that's Q2 done. Very slightly uneventful. All the first laps, everyone set with the laps that they got stuck with. So the drivers that miss out are Tactics, cousin Jason, Damo, and David Muir. The drivers that have made it through: Blinky, Simo, Pump, Nodsty, Midas, Hawks, Mort, Breno, Dermy, and Big Chich. So Q3 is going to be interesting. I'm guessing it's all going to be still raining, so everyone's going to be on the inters. Be interested to see what tyre choice everyone... Actually, no, they're going to have to start on the softs. So, Hawks, Breno and Dermy, the only drivers on the mediums, everyone else on the softs. That'll be interesting. This is a very iffy track, whether it's soft medium or soft hard. If you're good on the tyres, you can stretch those softs out to like lap 17, 18... or like, I think it was 15, 16, you can make it to the end on mediums, but if you're pretty rough on your tyres, I think you're going to struggle a little bit. You're going to have to go to soft to hard. So let's see the first driver out. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Whitey, Midas, 1 of 1. I don't get that name, but... and it looks like it's going to be Nodsty. Nodsty sneaks out ahead of Simo, or Hawks. So Nodsty is the first man out on track. Hawks is trying to get past. He wants to get ahead of... Oh, it's dry now. Okay. Jesus, that rain didn't last long. I just realised it was dry. It's a bit spicy. A wet Q2 into dry. Okay, interesting. So these drivers should have plenty of soft tyres here. Getting out early, you might be able to actually get 3 laps in. So these drivers are going to want to get out quick. So these first 4 out... Nodsty, Blinky, Blinky, Simo, and Mort, and Hawks. Wait, who isn't there? Oh no, it's Simo. So Hawks, Mort, Blinky, and Nodsty are going to have a really good chance to set 3 flying laps in this session, if they're lucky. But here we go. Hawks decides to stay off the back of Nodsty as Nodsty starts his lap. We're right on board with the Red Bull driver. He comes into turn 1. Gets the car slowed down, not quite hitting the apex there. As he goes through, there's a nice run out of turn 2. Hugs the inside line. Braking marker just after that 100 metre mark. Always had to let off the brake there a little bit. That's going to cost him a few tenths. Let off the accelerator, I mean. Brake. He comes down, slams it down to 6. Easy back on the throttle. Little brake lock up into turn 8, through turn 9, shifts down the 2nd, short shift the 3rd and the 4th, up the hill, into turn 11. Not the cleanest line through there. We've had an incident at the back. I think that's It might be Simo. He set a purple sector. A little brake lock up there. What's Blinky? Blinky's had a moment. So, Nodsy comes down. What's he doing? A little bit not very smooth on the exit. And a 108.1. So, great lap there from him to start. Good banker. So, Hawks is invalidated. Mort's about to set his first lap. What can he do? Not as good as Nodsy. 108.7. Chich with a 108.5. Breno goes second with a 108.2. Pump, pole, 108.0. Great lap there from Pump. Blinky's invalidated. Simo's going to come across the line, and he's going to do a 108.3. So, great lap there from Pump. All the drivers are pretty tight up the top. Here comes Dermy. See what he can do here. 108.6, so not a great lap there from Dermy. Nobody can go faster than that. Midas is on his outlap, about to start. Blink and Hawks, both invalidated, so these guys are on a lap right now. Right on board with Hawks, see what he can do. Using all the curve on the inside there. Goes up, pins it back into overtake. Opens the DRS, not really going to get a tow from the Red Bull ahead of him. Let's see what Hawks can do here. 107.7. Great lap there from the Ferrari driver. Jesus Christ. That's a bit speedy. Hawks. Chich, 108.1. Great lap there from him too. Pump's coming in. Blinky's invalidated again, so he's having a rough time out there. Oh, he better slow down. Jesus Christ, he almost ran up the rear end of Dermy. Oh, Breno. So, Mort's coming in. So we'll jump on board with Midas as he's the only driver out on track right now on a lap. The Hawks showing his pace right now with a 107.7. 0.3 quicker than Pump. A little bit of sun shining through there, a little bit overcast. Let's see what Midas can do here. Is it a good lap? It looks like it might be a good one. 108.003. So great lap there from the Renault driver. Goes to P2. 9 hundredths ahead of Pump Massive. So all the drivers are coming into the pits now, I'm guessing. Yep. So Simo there had to wait for Hawks to come in and out. So yeah, they're not going to have enough time to do 3 runs. I think the boys took a little bit too much time on their out laps and in laps. Oh no, it was Simo coming out. It was Hawks that got stuck. Okay, interesting. So Mort and Simo are out on their out lap. Right on board with Mort here in the Alfa Romeo. He's going to want to improve on his time. That's not a very good time for his standards. He needs to close that gap to Pump as they're tied for the championship on 161 points, I think it is. Pump sitting in P3, Mort's in P8. So Mort's going to want to pull a lap out of his ass here and try and get up to the front. Right, we're right on board. A good exit out of the final corner. That's going to hold him in good stead down this straight. Carry good speed. Alrighty, let's see what he can do. Got a yellow flag in sector 2. Not bad. Ooh. We're not the cleanest through there, but it looked nice and tidy, so it might be quick. The sun starts to come out and shine down on this beautiful red and white Alfa Romeo. Brakes very late there. I think that definitely cost him. It didn't invalidate though, so he still might be on for a half decent lap here. Hopefully he's filled up for enough for 2 laps because he's going to be able to go again if he's on a cooldown. That's a good run there through turn 6 and 7 into turn 8. Oh, he's invalidated. He's cut that corner. Oh, that stings. That stings. So he's going to be able to go for one more run. So Simo's come back in the pits as well, so interesting. So who have we got out on the lap right now? Chich is out on an out lap. Mort's invalidated. We've got Jeremy's on a lap. He's 200ths down on his time. Let's see what the McLaren driver can do. Oh, that's very close to invalidating, but I think he would have lost a little bit of time running that wide. Yeah, this isn't a good lap. He's pulling into the pits. So let's see what Blinky can do. He needs his lap here. He's going to have enough for one more lap. He's going to be able to go for one more lap. But this is a great lap from Blinky. 107.2. He's right, all right, hold my beer. He sees Hawks' lap time. He's like, yeah, hold my beer, mate. What a cracker of a lap there from Blink. Jesus Christ. And Brene goes third with a 107.886. So this track is ramping up very quickly as these drivers are starting to set faster and faster laps. But Chich is the next one on a lap. He's down on his time by a tenth and a half, or 1800ths. So it doesn't look like he's going to improve. Let's see what he can do here. Looks like he's going to start 1082, so doesn't improve. We've got Red Bull Nodsty. He's just about to start his lap. Hawks, he's just on his out lap. Blinky's just had to set a cracker lap. Like, that's just a big flex on the rest of the drivers. 4.5 tenths quicker. He goes Simo starting his out lap. So the only drivers on a lap right now is Chich. Nodsty's just invalidated. Breno's definitely not on a lap. Blinky's coming in. Hawks isn't, so we're right on board with Chich. He's going for another lap with very minimal ERS, so he probably would have been better off saving it, going on a cool-down lap and trying again after, but this lap doesn't look that great to me. He's had a big lock-up there into turn 11. That's going to cost him a bit of time, and he's just invalidated. So has he filled up enough to go a cool-down lap here? He's going to need to. He's going to need to do something because he's not going to be able to get around there. Surely he's got enough for a cool-down lap. Yeah, it looks like he's filled up. He's going to go for a cool-down lap. One more run. Nodsy looks like he's about to start his lap. So I think we've got... Ooh, Chich has gone wide there. Mort's in the pits. Hawks has just started his lap. Simo just did a 108.145, so that's a P7 for Simo. He's not going to be happy with that. Minus 108.003. I think that was the start of his lap. Hawks has retired. Oh, Hawks has crashed. Hawks has crashed, and he's in the middle of the track. He's affected his teammate. Oh, that's bad luck there for Simo. He's had to go around the outside of his teammate, Hawks, in the Ferrari. Got a couple of drivers still trying to avoid that car there. It's forcing them wide and invalidating laps. Oh, this is going to be spicy. So Pump's not going to be able to improve his lap time. We'll get on board with Nodsy right now as he's invalidated as well. Chich, he's about to start a lap. Mort is on an out lap. Simo, he's up on his time here. He should be able to get into the 1.7s. He's going to need a good one here. 1.7989, so up to P4 for Simo. Jeremy's just started his lap. Big lock up there for him though. Midas didn't improve on his time. Pump's invalidated, but he's got one more. He's just crossed the line just in time for one more lap. So he's going to be able to try and improve on that time. So who have we got? Who's the next driver? Oh, Blinky's got a puncher. How did Blinky get a puncher? And he's sitting on the racing. He's got to get off this racing line. What is happening, Blink? You've got to get off the track. And Nodsty's. Oh, Blinky, mate, get off the track. This is bad. Oh, he's parked it in the middle of the track. What's happened here? He's just parked it in the... What is he doing? Oh, this is going to be... This is going to be bans, race bans and everything. Like, what is going on right now? This would be a quali ban right now. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who's setting the lap because this is just Mort goes across the line with a 1:08.2. Improves his time, but he doesn't go up anywhere because Blinks just ruined everyone's entry into that final straight. Pump, what does he do? He goes P2 with a 1:07.311. So Blink had a little ploy there. He looks like he was trying to cost everyone. What is he doing? What is going on right now? Unless he doesn't have control of his car, but it just kind of seems pointless why he stayed out on the track, on the racing line, and in the braking points. Like, that was quite silly there. So everyone, that's qualifying done. So Blinky P1, very suspect P1, definitely affected a few drivers of final laps in qualifying. Pump P2, Chich got himself up to P3, so great lap there on 4-lap old softs. Hawks P4, Breno P5, Simo P6, Midas P7, Nodsy P8, Mort P9, Dermy P10, and Mort's going to start P10 now because of that, I think. He's just had his car destroyed by Dermy's McLaren. Maybe. He might be lucky because it was Q3. If that had been Q2, he wouldn't have made it through to Q3. So yeah, P9 for Mort. But that's interesting. 14 hundredths of a second I want to see on the Discord, see what the hell happened. Oh, it was Blink. It was the AI took control of his car and just parked it everywhere. Oh, that is just chaos. So yeah, as I'm seeing in the Discord, it looks like the AI took control of Blinky's car and just parked it in the road of every single person coming through those final corners. So that's just Cody's in a nutshell for you. Soon to be EA Sports. God, that's going to get even worse, I think. So we've got a few new drivers now. We've got Overtake, Ninja, Chiz, and Flo that have all joined late. So we've got 18 drivers now. But that was absolute carnage there at the end there. That was spicy. So it looks like it's going to be a dry race. A great lap there from Blink. I'm surprised. I'm wondering how he even got a puncher. I'm asking him now to see if we can find out. But we go, the drivers start the formation lap. So P1 is Blinky in the Alfa Romeo. P2 Pump Mastiff in the Mercedes. We'll get the tyres up. So IG Flow starting on the hards. Interesting. P3 Chich in the Williams. P4 Hawks in the Ferrari. P5 Breno in the McLaren. P6 Simo in the the Ferrari. P7 Midas in the Renault. P8 Nodsy in the Red Bull. P9 Mort in the Alfa Romeo. P10 Dermy in the McLaren. P11 Tactics in the other Williams. P12 Cousin Jason in the Mercedes. Chiz has been disqualified from the session. Standard chisel actions right there. Don't know whether he didn't drive off the start or not. I didn't really see. P7 Damo, or P7. Oh my god, I'm having a time right now. P13 Damo in the Racing Point. P14 David Muir in the Haas. P15 Overtake in the AlphaTauri. P16 Ninja Penguin in the other Racing Point. P17 still the slow Chiz in the Haas. I think he's in. Yeah, it looks like it. And P18 running out the back is IG Flow in the Red Bull, starting on the hard. So, out of all the 18 drivers, we have Hawks and Breno on the mediums, Dermy and Tactics on the mediums in 10th and 11th. Hawks and Breno are in 4th and 5th. And Ninja electing to go the mediums down in 16th. And IG Flow starting on the hards in last position. Every other driver has gone to the softs. So this should be an interesting race. It's going to be quick off the start. I'll tell you what, Pump's going to be right there pushing Blinky for that turn one. Mort is made it hard for himself though. I think the Blinky puncher definitely hurt him in qualifying. He had to go around the outside and it put him off a lot. So Mort's got a lot of work to do here to try and keep pace with Pump in P1. Four red lights, 5 red lights. And the drivers are off. And the things have already glitched. Gotta love that. Blinky's down the 10th apparently. But Blinky holds the lead into turn 1 over Pump. Chich in P3. So Blinky has a nice lead. Got a great start through there. But the lobbies, the leaderboard's glitched already. We're getting blue flags at the start of a race. This is ridiculous. If Blink gets penalised here for not yielding to blue flags, that's going to be... Oh, this game is just so broken. Oh, Blinky's back in front now. Okay, so the start has definitely helped. David Muir's all the way back down to 18th. Siri, I wasn't talking to you. Go away. So all the drivers look like they're holding position. We'll get to the... No real big movers there off the start so far. As Blink leads the way over Pump. Chich in P3, very close to Pump right now. Hawks and Simo, the two Ferraris, in 4th and 5th. Breno in 6th. Midas P7. We're still getting blue flags. I wonder who's actually getting the blue flags. That's going to be interesting to see. So Midas looked like Breno just defended the inside there. We'll jump back up. Blinky's got a nice little lead though over Pump. We've got a good little battle down the back here. Breno and Midas. Midas going to make a move down the inside. He's not. He's going to think better of it. He gets a great run there out of turn 4. He's going to go up the inside. This is going to be a great turn 6 here. Big send there. Great move there from Midas. Breno concedes the position. He knew he was outgunned there. So Nodsy's dropped all the way down to 17th. He's had a moment somewhere along the lines. So Blinky looking good out front so far after it can't be 3 laps already, really? Is this lap 3? We'll see when it comes across the line if it says... these blue flags though are starting to worry me. DRS enabled? Nah, see it's starting lap 3 now. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, we've got a pit. Mort's in the pit already. Oh no, what's happened to Mort? He must have got a little bit of wing damage. Who's followed him in? Tactics has followed him into the pits. Tactics 5 seconds penalty speeding in the pit lane. That's not going to help his day at all. So Mort's going to go to the mediums, no doubt. Yep, new wing. He'll have to pit again. Probably to softs at the end of the race. But Blink already extended that gap. Oh, he's gone a little bit wide there. That's going to be a warning for him, no doubt. Extended that gap over Pump almost to a second right now. Hawks has dropped off the back though. 2 seconds behind. 2 seconds behind Pump, massive. Chich is right there. Chich has lost the position to Hawks. So it's a Ferrari sandwich right now for SD Big Chich in the Williams. He's got Ferrari in front and behind him, putting pressure on him. As Midas has cleared both McLarens, so one McLaren. Breno and Dermy sitting there in 7th and 8th. Cousin Jason P9, we've got a yellow flag. That's Tactics. He's got a puncher. How has he got a puncher? He just came out of the pits. He must have ran over some debris. That's what happens, ladies and gents. Simulation damage. This happens really easy. The poor guy, he's just pitted. He's come back out. He's ran over a bit of end plate. And he's got some wing damage. So he's got a puncher. So that's going to be a struggle for him. I think these leaders might actually catch up to him before he even gets to the pits. But we've got IG Flow in the pits. He's got a new front wing. His Tactics is struggling here. That tyre's definitely hard. It's hard to control that car with that tyre right now. But Chich has lost out to Simo, so Simo's got past Chich now. Look at this tyre mark here from Tactics, burst tyre. Poor guy. He's made it to the pits, so wouldn't be surprised to see him retire from the session here. It's gone bad, but he might stick around. Props to him if he does. He's now a lap down, unfortunately, for the Williams driver. Overtake retired from the session. We'll see what happened here. Looks like he's lost it off here, just like Flo almost did, and he's hit the wall and lost his bloody front right tyre. No safety car though, so that's a bonus. Overtakes left the session straight away, so it's funny to see Flo almost do exactly the same thing Overtake did. Tactics is finally into the pits. Jesus, he's almost going to get lapped twice here. It's going to be a long race for poor Tactics. So, Blinky has got that 1 second gap now over Pump Massive, so it's going to be hard to get that toe, although he's right in it now. Let's see if Pump gets the DRS here. It looks like he will. But they've created a gap to the two Ferraris. Hawk's now 3 seconds behind. Pump definitely does get that DRS. Paul Mort's gone from bad to worse for him. He's tied for the lead in the championship. Now he's down in 15th place with Pump in second. Chich is in the pits. I wonder what's happened to Chich here. We'll check it out and see if he's got any wing damage. No wing damage. He might be going for... Why so early? He might have started on the wrong tyres. He might have started on really worn softs or something, because that's a very early pit stop for Chich. Way too early in my opinion. Let's see, we've got any battles on track right now. I think Chiz and Ninja is the closest battle we've got on track. Let's watch these two characters. Going on, Kiwi. So let's these two characters, see if they come to blows. The Haas and the Racing Point. Chiz is known to bottle it. Ninja's known to do some silly crap. But we'll see what happens with these two, as they're not far behind Damo either. But yeah, this is the closest battle on track besides the two leaders. We might just jump back up to the two leaders, because Pump Mastiff right now trying to close that gap to Blink. That's what I'm doing right now, mate. I'm commentating. Oh, robot there for a second. So, Blinky 3 second time penalty, so that's going to hurt the Alfa Romeo driver straight up. Pump looks nice and clean so far. Doesn't look like I haven't seen him extend at all. Pump, very consistent driver. He butchered it before you could even write that comment, Kiwi. So Hawks and Simo are just falling back from these two up front right now. So it's a two-horse race between Blinky and Pump. Let's see who's got the fastest lap. That'll be Blink 1:10.3. So there's only 300 separating the two of them in the fastest lap. So Hawks, Simo's dropping off the back of Hawks a little bit. Minus is up to P5. Breno and Dermy still sitting 6 and 7. Cousin Jason P8, Nodsty P9, Damo P10, Ninja P11. Chiz has had a bit of a moment. He's dropped back from Ninja right now, so he's doing what the Haas does best. Absolutely sweet fuck all. Hawks 3 second time penalty for the Ferrari driver, so that's going to hurt him. Yeah, I watched the highlights of it, Kiwi. I knew that was going to happen. Once I saw it was a boxing match, I knew he was going to get his head knocked off. Askren cannot box. Ninja, 3 second time penalty for the Racing Point driver. Mort still down in 15th there, having a lonely race there by himself. Closest car to him is David Muir, 5 seconds ahead. But Pump Pump's trying to pull that gap in on Blink right now. Oh, Blink goes a little bit wide. Askren's Iron Chin got destroyed in the UFC in the 3 fights that he had. Oh, big lock up there from Pump. He's trying to close the gap to Blinky. I just want to have a quick look and see what Pump's, if he's got, doesn't have any warnings at all. Excuse me. So basically holding steady there. We got Cousin Jason on the rear of Dermy right now. The Mercedes versus the McLaren. Dermy 3-second time penalty there, so that's going to hurt the McLaren driver. All pumped. Really close to Blink right now. He's going to be able to make a move down this straight, I think. He's get a good run out of here. He does. Blink looks like he's a little bit of moment. He's lost a little speed. We should see this gap close quite well. He might even be able to make a move. You see, oh, Blink's coming into the pits quite early. What is Blink doing? He might be going for a 2-stop here. Pump can just go to hards. Well, that's a big lock up there. Let's see what Blinky's going to do in the pits. He's going to medium, so it looks like he's definitely going a 2-stopper, so that's interesting. Unless there's some rain forecast. There might be some rain forecast, so he might be just like, all right, just get to fresh tyres now, get some pace, get some speed going, and see what happens. So that puts Pump up to P1. Hawks has dropped back almost 6 seconds now behind Pump. So these guys just do not have the pace that Pump and Blinky have today. They're absolutely rapid, and as Blink says in the Discord earlier on, he's not confident on this track at all. Well, his driving says otherwise, because he's got the speed, made a couple of mistakes though in terms of track extensions, so that's cost him 3 seconds, but Pump looking strong today. He looks to be the favourite. It's going to be hard to beat him now, I think. Mind... Oh, is he coming in? He's going to match... Oh, no? Okay, I thought he was going to follow Blink and match what he does, but we'll see what happens here. He could probably easily 2-stop and be quicker than everyone else still. So quite a few drivers with some penalties right now. So Hawks have got 3 seconds, Dermy 3 seconds, Blinky 3 seconds, Ninja 3 seconds, Chiz 3 seconds, Flow 3 seconds, and Tactics all 3 seconds penalties. Flow and Tactics have both had 2 stops, Mort's had 1, Chich has had 1, Blinky's had 1. So they're all going to have to pit again. So, Cousin Jason's looking pretty racy right now against Dermy. This is the closest battle we've got on track. Ninja's caught up to Damo as well, but we'll stick on board here with the Mercedes. Putting some pressure on. Oh, there's a bit of contact. Oh, no, that's just clipping. Oh, no, that actually was contact. At the Mueller, 3-second time penalty. Here comes Blinky. Blinky's got to be careful here. He might end up with a little bit of damage if he's not careful. Right, should be able to get Dermy down this straight quite easily. He doesn't have much ERS. Dermy doesn't have either. Is he going to make a move here? Let's see. Big dive down the inside. 4. Oh, he's been turned in on slightly. Looks like they all kept it clean though. No damage from anyone. Oh, Blink might have cost a little bit of damage there from that tap on the rear end of Dermy. He's going to be frustrated. He's going to want to get past this McLaren driver as quick as he possibly can to keep his hopes at the race win alive. Midas is in the pits. So the Renault's just come out of the pits. We'll jump back up onto Blinky. He's trying to push his way, get his way past Dermy. He's trying to force it. Got to be careful though. He doesn't want to get wing damage and ruin his race even more after having to do 2 stops. Oh, big snapper oversteer there. Good save there from the Alfa Romeo driver as they come through turn 11. Little moment there from Dermy ahead. We should have a good view here. Blink might be able to make a move. A little wide there, doesn't get a great run out of the final corner. And he's already in the slipstream. You'd think he should have him here quite easily. Down the inside he goes. It's a drag race to the finish line. Can't even speak right now. Blinky down the inside. And around the outside of turn 2. Oh, a little bit of contact between the two drivers there. But Blinky gets the move done. Great move there from Blinky. The pits. Wait, has Simo pitted as well? What is going on here? Simo hasn't pitted. Simo must have had a moment. Because Hawks has pitted, and he's only just come straight behind Simo. So I don't know what's going on. I've missed something there. After that good little battle there between those two. So Blinky's also got past Cousin Jason now as well. So we're going to start seeing a lot more drivers come in for their pit stop. Let's see what Pump does. Pump stays out for another lap. He's going to try and push this. If he can go to lap 16, 15, 16, he can definitely go to mediums to the end. These tyres are going to be pretty warm though. They'll be into the high 60s, low 70s by the time he makes his pit stop. But look at this gap, he's got 16 seconds. 18 seconds though to blink, and I'm not sure what the pit stop is. I want to see who's going to come into pit next. Who hasn't pitted yet? Okay, so I want to see what the actual pit stop time is going to be. Like what the delta is losing the pit stop. So, it's an 18.7 second gap from Pump to Blink. Yeah, so I was unlucky he missed out on that lap. He just ran a little bit wide, Paul Lando. But he should have a good race. So let's see, Pump dives into the pits here, so let's see. He's got an 18.5 second gap over Blink. Blink might have an advantage here, but Blink's going to need a pit again. Pump's putting on the hards. What is he doing? Interesting. Oh, well, okay. Okay, interesting. Renault's is telling him to go the hards too, but he's going to try and stretch at the softs, I'm pretty sure. You'd expect it anyway. So Blinky's jumped Pump in the pits, but Blinky's definitely going to have to pit again. But Pump is on the hard, so Blinky needs to extend this gap right now. And maybe pray for a safety car with like 15 laps to go to be able to dive in and keep that position over Pump. So he came out, so it's like a 20 second drop from the pit stop, so yeah, Pump's got this in the bag, I think. He's looking really strong right now. Unless a safety car comes out. If a safety car comes out in like 5 laps, or in the next couple of laps, I think everyone could dive in for mediums and go to the end. All the guys on the mediums, though, is going to struggle. Renault's coming into pit. He's going to put on the hards too, but he's got medium hard. That's an interesting strat. That's an interesting strat. Not the strat I would have played. I would have risked it. I would have gone soft to medium. But Blink, he's extending that gap. Hawks in P3, Dermy P4, still yet to make a stop. Same with Nodsty, so the driver's still yet to make a stop. Dermy, Nodsty, Simo, Ninja, Chiz, Hawks with a 3-second time penalty. Damo and David Muir. Oh, Damo's just done his pit. David Muir's the only other one. So 6 drivers yet to make a pit stop. Oh yeah, you can do like 14 to 16 laps on softs if you want to risk it getting into the like low 70s to mid 70s, which is like puncher territory. But if you do, you can easily go to the mediums. Oh wow, flow 10-second time penalty exceeding track limits, so that's a bit unfortunate. I haven't read that. I think that'll be interesting. Around Miami's Hard Rock Cafe, that'd be pretty cool. So, Blink's extending that gap, which is what he needs to do right now. This could work for Blinky. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be a good strat, but I think this hard strat, like Blink's going to be easily a second and a half, 2 seconds a lap quicker than Pump at the end of this race. But he needs to keep it clean right now, and he needs to push that gap. So all the drivers are starting to pit right now. So Nodsy's in the pits, Simo's in the pits, Dermy's in the pits, Ninja's in the pits. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. So Blink though, 2.4 second gap over Pump. Dermy's retired from the session. Let's have a quick look here. What's happened to Dermy? What happened there? Dermy and Flo have both retired. We need to get to that Renault. We've got a safety car. Well, that's a safety car coming out, damn it. So, safety car's out. So this means everyone, yeah, Blink and Pump both coming into the pits. So this has definitely hurt Blinky now. All these guys are going to pit now, 4 mediums to go to the end of the race. It's going to be quite easy and comfortable for these drivers. Oh yeah, I just got the email then. Breaking, Miami confirmed for F1 2022. So all these drivers will be on the medium tyre. Blinky's gone the hards. What is he doing? Oh, I don't know about that, hey Blink. I think he's just absolutely fisted himself. I think he's just thrown that win away there. Poor Blink. Midas didn't pit. He's going to have to make one more. Oh, mate, what's that, lap 13? I don't think he's going to be able to stretch those tyres out. He's gone 5 laps of full running. Yeah, so Blink's absolutely stuffed his race up there. He should have gone the mediums like everyone else. Simo's gone the soft, so he's absolutely stuffed his race too. Mort's back up to 9th. Chiz, the man, he's in 8th position ahead of Mort. So Mort will want to make quick work of Chiz once his safety car and restart happens. He wants to get past him as quick as possible. So Breno P6, so we'll go for the drivers. Midas P1, but he's going to have to pit again. Blinky P2 on the hards. That's going to put him at a disadvantage for the rest of this race. Pump P3 on the mediums, can go to the end. Hawks P4, mediums. All these drivers can go to the end on these mediums. Nodsy P5, Chich P6. So Nodsy and Chich looking good right there. Breno P7, Chiz P8, Mort P9, Cousin Jason P10. Simo on the softs. Don't know what he's thinking there. He's going to have to pit again easily. Probably going to go soft, but still. Ninja, he might try and stretch the softs. I don't think he's going to be able to though. He's pretty good on his tyres though, he's Simo, so I won't hold it against him. He might be able to do it, but I think his tyre's going to fall off with about 2 laps to go and he's just going to lose all that speed. Ninja going to be able to go to the end on the medium. Same with David, Damo, and Tactics. Didn't pit. Tactics is trying to unlap himself by the look of it. Let's see if he gets disqualified. No, he's got to let Blinky pass. Tactics is on a mission. He wants to unlap himself so badly right now. He wants to be back in this race. The game is so broken, it won't let people unlap. He's going to have to wait for the start-finish line, I think. That's his only chance he's going to have to unlap himself. This might be a few laps under safety car here, but we're right on board with Tactics to see if the safety car does let him get past. Damo coming up to the rear of the field right now. But everyone can go to the end except for Midas and Tactics. Maybe Simo. Safety car in this lap. Oh, it's a late safety car too. And he's going to have to let Blink pass. That is just unfortunate there for Tactics. He's going to have to sit behind. He's not going to be able to unlap himself. So let's see what Midas can do here. He's going to have to back the whole field up here. Tactics tried to stay out to try and unlap himself, but this safety car ended. I think you'll see Tactics peel off into the pits here, which you do. No, he's just letting everyone go. I think he's had enough. So Midas gets a good restart there. Down the turn one. Blink though right behind him. Going to put some pressure on him here. Hawks has dropped back a bit. Hawks has had a bit of a moment. He's lost out to Nodsty and Breno. Nice little train going down the back straight here. Or down up the hill. Oh, we've got to move here. So Cousin Jason on still the Chiz. Chiz tries to stick it down the inside still. He's got Simo on the outside. Simo's going to be rapid here. He's going to carve through this field that are on mediums. But it's just a matter of whether those tyres can last. I don't think he's going to be able to get in the last 16 laps. Let's be honest. That's a big stretch. Especially running at the pace he's going to be running on a lighter car. He might, I don't know, he might, but his tyres are going to fall off in the last couple of laps. We'll jump back up to the leaders here. Flo's left the session. So Pump looking racy here. He's going to think better of it. He's going to stay behind Blink. Big lock up there from Blink though into turn one. So it's on right now between Pump, Chich and Nodsty. Like, these guys have all got a chance to win, and Mort's even back in it as well. Mort's done a great job, kept his composure through this race. They wouldn't. Stop making me laugh, Kiwi. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's never going to happen. So, the rule race here is right now, I think, Pump, Chich, Nodsty, and even Mort. If Mort can get past Hawks, what is happening here? Why does it keep switching to... So, Pump, putting some pressure. DRS is enabled. Great view here from the helicopter. As they go through the centre S's. Chich is very close to Pump right now. He's a lot closer than Pump is to Blink. I don't think he's going to try and make a move. He's saving his ERS as well. Oh, Chich could be in for a move here down the start-finish straight. He's got a lot of ERS. Pump doesn't. If Chich can keep it close here, this could be an interesting move. Oh, Simo's got past Mort. So that's going to hurt Mort. Simo, with that standard yellow flashing fuel light like usual, the man's crazy. He underfuels his car to the maximum every bloody race, and I don't know how the hell he recoups all that. Oh, Breno's in the pits. Breno's retired. Standard tanty there from Breno. Standard tanty there from Breno. Yep, left the session. Absolute tanty. So, Chich, it's not quite close enough to Pump. I think he's just going to wait and wait and wait. Midas definitely can't make it to the end on these. Oh, we've got a contact, Midas and Blink. Blink sent it down the inside of Midas. I don't know what he was trying there. That was a bit optimistic there from Blink, I think. Midas might have turned in a little bit to him there. Oh, wow. Chich and... Oh, we're going to stick on board here with Chich and Pump, because Chich is looking really racy right now, but Blink's race is gone. He's absolutely bottled it. I think with a little bit of help from Midas there. So we've got a train here right now of 5 cars, nose to tail. It's like a Formula 1 centipede right now. Hawks is in there. Simo's closing up to this gap as well. Mort's dropped back a little bit. But I want to see here, Nodsty's right there as well. You can't forget about Nodsty. The boy's quick. Look at this train of cars. This is the DRS train right now. Fucking you. Fucking you. Imagine if those were the sound effects of F1 cars. Fucking you. Fucking you. Oh, Pumps made a move up the inside of Midas. Great move there. Look at these cars, nose to tail. Midas's tyres are starting to hurt him right now. It's going to be 3 wide. Oh, Midas has got a little bit of wing damage. He's made contact with Pump. I wonder if that's going to cause... Oh, we've got Nodsy's gone a little bit wide here, but these two up front here, they're side by side. The 2 leaders, the 2 guys are going to be in the chance to win this race. Oh, Chich has made a move down the inside. Pump's tyres look alright after that contact with Midas, but Midas has definitely hurt himself there. Oh, Chich has run really wide there. These two are side by side down through turn 13. Well, down turn 12. Got bloody shocking camera views there from F1. So it's a 2-horse race here. Nodsy up into P3 there, so it still might be a 3-horse race. Nodsy's right there, but Midas has had to come into pits after that contact on the rear of Pump on that slipstream was way too strong. He ended up making contact down this straight here. But Simo's right there too. Simo's on the back of these boys on soft tyres. So Nodsy's made a mistake. These guys go side by side up the hill into turn 6. Who's going to have the bigger balls? It looks like it's going to be Hawks who sends it down the inside, but Simo's right there as well. Chich looks like he's lost a little bit of ground to Pump. We'll stick on board with Simo here as this looks like a really spicy race. Spicy battle right now, I should say. The drivers are very low ERS. Chich has got a lot of ERS to play with. He's going to have to use that to get within DRS of Pump. Paul Midas has dropped all the way down to 13th after that contact. Big Chich, 7/10 behind Pump. This is going to be a good finish to this race with 10 laps to go, 11 laps to go. Hawks, 3-second time penalty, so that's his race absolutely done. 6 seconds for the Ferrari driver. Nodsty, still there. He needs to get past Hawks though. Blinky, he's back. He's made a move past Cousin Jason. They're side by side going up into turn 6. These camera views are horrible, man. Stop changing. Jesus, this game is just broken sometimes. So Hawks is right on the back of Chich right now. Nodsy's right there too, holding in tow. Chich is closing the gap, trying to close the gap on Pump. With now 10 laps to go in the Brazilian Grand Prix. This is turning out to be a great little race. There's like 4 drivers right now that all have a chance. Blinky, 5-second penalty speeding in the pit lane. So I think Blink might retire from the race here. His race has gone from bad to worse. Poor Blink. He had a good chance there at the beginning, but it's just all gone tits up for him. So Hawks really close to Chich right now, but Chich is also close to Pump. Chich can't let Hawks get past. If he lets Hawks get past, Pump's gone. It's over. He needs to be as wide as he can. Hold that line. Do not let Hawks get past him, otherwise it's game over. Pump's won this race. So Chich has fallen out of DRS. Oh, we got Cousin Jason around. So Pump, P1 by 1 second. Right behind. Oh, Hawks has got past Chich, so that's basically game over there for Chich. Hawks has got some great pace at the end of this race, but he hasn't been able to keep it clean, so he's basically ruining any chance Chich has at winning this race, and Nodsty too, because he was behind. It was Pump, Chich and Nodsty, but Hawks has got past both of them. Maybe if Hawks didn't dog the boys so much, he might actually not get penalties. He might be still in this race, but nevertheless, he always dogs the boys. Oh, Chich gets his first 3-second time penalty, so that basically just hands the win straight away to Pump. Pump needs to keep it clean right now, and he's got this race wrapped up. He's had a flawless performance today. I don't even think he's had any warnings. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah, he's an actual bot. He's a bot confirmed. He's just no mistakes at all. Not one warning, not one track extension. That is ridiculous. This is Pump Lewis Hamilton. What's going on here? Because that is just... Well, he's just paused it and let the AI drive for him, mate. What the hell is going on? Not one mistake on this track. This track is so hard to keep it clean. Pump's definitely got the hacks. So Chich has dropped back now, out of DRS range of Hawks. He's about to get swallowed up by Nodsty and Simo. Hawks though, Hawks wants to win this race on track. He doesn't care about the penalties. He wants the pride of beating Pump. He's definitely got the pace. Don't worry me, I'm just having a stroke. I can smell burnt toast. Blink with a 109.0 fastest lap. So they're going to need to get into the top 10 to get that point, which I reckon he probably could. With the penalties ahead of him. Hawks, a little bit of a snapper oversteer there coming out of turn 11. So, 8 laps to go, or about to be 7 laps to go. Pump trying to stay out of the DRS. Pump wants to win this race on track 2. You can see him. He's just trying to limit any slipstream Hawks can get on him. We've got a yellow flag. That is Damo. He's out of speed. It's very easy to lose the rear end going up that hill. You're going to want to be careful entering back onto the track. David Muir gets past him. Nodsty's really close now to Chich. Simo's right behind Nodsty. Ooh, very close there. This 3-car battle here. Basically for the final podium position. Wait, no, this is... So right now, if the race finishes the way it is, Hawks has got 6 seconds, Chich has got 3, so it's going to be a Pump, Nodsty and Simo podium. So Simo's done really well considering he had a big moment where he spun earlier on in the race and he's somehow come back. These softs, if these softs last, he'll be laughing. But Nodsty making a move around the outside of Chich. Let's see if he can make the switch back. Oh, not quite. No, Nodsty's got his first 3-second penalty now. So now this is a battle on track for Chich and Nodsty to get the last podium position. Simo's going to jump both of them for P2. But whoever wins out of Chich and Nodsty's going to get... Wait, even Hawks is... Wait, Let me have a look at these penalties right now, quickly. So Hawks has got 9 seconds. So Hawks is screwed. He's out of it. Chich and Nodsty have got 3 seconds each. So Simo... Jeez, if Mort can push, Mort needs to push. Push now, Mort, push now. He might be able to steal a podium here. So Simo gets past Nodsty. "13-lap-old softs." He's doing a great job right now, but I reckon those tyres will be starting to scream at him. Blinky, 3-second time penalty. He's struggling, but Blink's into the top 10. Hawks is trying to make a move on Pump right now as they go side by side up into turn 6. 6. Hawks holds the line, takes P1. So Mort's now within 3 seconds of Nodsty, so that's a position. Oh, big snapper oversteer there for Hawks. Great catch by the Ferrari driver. As Pump goes straight through, so Hawks let Pump through, but I don't know what's going on here. These two are playing cat and mouse right now. So let's have a look at the leader. I want to have a look at the gap to the leader and Penn. So Hawks is going to drop down. Oh, Hawks is making a move here. Hawks is going to drop down behind Mort. So even though Hawks makes a good move here, and that Pump holds the line down the inside. Let's see if Hawks can make the switch back. Geez, Pump's consistent. He's so bloody consistent. It's sickening to watch. So yeah, Chich has got a 3 second gap. Oh no, wait. So, geez, these two are going side by side right now. God, imagine if this ended in contact and Hawks taking Pump out. This would be absolute scenes. So, Simo's going to jump. So Pump's going to beat Hawks. Simo's going to jump Chich. Mort's going to steal a podium out of this. If I'm not mistaken, Mort is going to steal a podium out of this with a great recovery drive from... Oh, mate, this is drive of the day for sure. Had an absolute shocker of a qualifying. Started P9. Got damage early, I think. Pitted lap 1 or 2. And he's come back and he's going to somehow get a podium if he can keep it clean from here on out. Let's see what lap Mort did pit. He pitted lap 3 for a front wing. So Hawks has got the lead right now. Chich has got the lead over Simo. Mort's closing up to these guys too, so Mort's loving this little battle they're having up front. Yellow 3 sector flags, that's Cousin Jason. Yellow 3 sector flags. God, I can speak well. Much grammar, such wow. Jesus Christ, just having a mild stroke. So, Mort's loving this battle. He's closing this gap right now. God, Mort can bring it in. Mort can even steal second place off Simo at this rate, because I know Simo's tyres are starting to struggle right now. But Hawks leads the way as he starts the penultimate lap of the Grand Prix. He does have 9 seconds worth of penalties, so that's all for nothing. It's just all about pride right now for the Ferrari driver. P2 Pump massive. I think he's just let Hawks go, knowing that he can't lose this race. He's got to stop battling him because he just could end in tears. So it's probably the smart move from Pump. Gets a stranglehold on the championship. He'll take the lead. If Mort finishes third, he'll have a 10-point gap over Hawks. Let's have a look at the fastest lap right now. That is Blinky. Hawks, another 3 second time belly fall. So Hawks is going to fall down the order so quickly. Oh, wow. Odds getting really close to Simo. Simo's struggling. I want to have a look at this gap between Mort and Chich. 4.8. 7.3. That's less than 3 seconds. Pump's made a move. Pump's like, nah, mate, you're not winning this. As he comes across the line to start the final lap. Pump wants to win this race on track. He's like, screw you to Hawks. Hawks are going to try and make a move here. He's going to go down the inside. This could end in absolute tears. What is going on here? Oh, wow, it almost ended. Almost ended in absolute carnage there for the Mercedes driver. Hawks needs to rein it in a little bit here. He can't win the race. He's going to ruin Pump's race if he keeps pushing. Kind of silly, to be honest. He almost ruined Pump's race there. Oh, Hawks had a big snapper oversteer there. Great save by him. But Jesus, that could have ended so much worse. God, what a save there from Pump. I think there'll be some words between the two in the Discord after this race. But Pump Comes around the second last corner for the final time as he comes up the hill and down the straight to take victory of the Brazilian Grand Prix. What a drive from him, faultless drive, hasn't made a mistake all bloody race. Weaves across the finish line as he takes the win. Hawks P2, but he's going to drop all the way down. Chich P3, but Simo's going to win P2. Mort gets P3 with a great drive from the back of the pack to somehow steal a podium. Great drive there from the Alfa Romeo driver. Chich P4, Nodsi P5, Hawks P6. Unlucky. Ninja P7, Blinky P8, Midas P9, or actually these drivers are going to drop out a little bit. Ninja P7, Midas P8, Chiz P9, Blinky P10. I think he's going to hold on to that fastest lap, so he's going to come away with 2 points for the day. Damo P11 as he comes down to the back straight. In the racing point. Tactics crosses the line a lap down. Cousin Jason, another 3-second time penalty to add insult to injury as he comes down around. David Muir and Cousin Jason having a little battle between themselves as they come down to the finish line as the Mercedes and the Haas cross the line to wrap up the Brazilian Grand Prix. So a great race there from Pump Mastiff. Absolute superb drive. Didn't make a mistake all race. Hawks tried to throw in a few spanners into the works there. Almost ruined his race with one lap to go. Driver of the day says Ninja Penguin, but definitely driver of the day for me has to go to Mort. Was fit lap 15th after lap 3. Had to pit early for wing damage. Came back and somehow managed to steal a bloody podium. Great drive there from him. Great drive from Simo. Also in P2. Had a moment. Was down the field. It was a pit stop behind his teammate Hawks. But somehow managed to... I think that safety car helped him. Managed to get him back into the race. And he finished second. But Pump absolutely dominated the weekend. He deserved a win. Great drive there from him. So well done to the 3 drivers on the podium. So next week will be Singapore, and no doubt you'll have Keegan back for that race. So I'd like to thank everyone for coming and watching. And good night and good luck. It should be a great race next week at Singapore. It's probably going to be a lot of bloody safety cars, a lot of DNFs. But yeah, congrats to Pump, Simmer and Mort on the drive. Well done. Great drive there from the 3 of them getting the podium. The only 3 drivers too that kept it clean. So they deserve the podium there, especially around this track. Blinky gets the fastest lap of the 109.077 and an extra point, so 2 points for Blink. But yeah, West for the drivers. Mort, 10 points now behind Pump Mastiff in the championship. Simmers hasn't closed the gap, but he's closed the gap to Mort. Lost a few more points to Pump. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining us on Very Angry Side Pod, and see you next time.